not be called the same name in every part of the planet. Our common sense tells us that. So therefore, that's not having a different name is not an indication that there is a different God. Now there are people that have different names and it represents a different God, but that in and of itself don't mean talking about that.
Yes, because the term God.
We speak.
It's just.
What's your first language right now?
English.
English. So we speak in English.
Right. So
Yes.
so we would use, as I said, the term God means power. That's what it means. Right. So if I in Islam or Arabic, if I used to use the word God, I wouldn't say God. It'll be Allah. Right. But that's still a title. So it's like me calling you sir. And then I call somebody else sir, Well, who are you?
No, not necessarily. Again.
That's.
Well, I mean, then that's like me saying the same thing for you used it or Elohim.
Yeah.
All right, say the same thing, but I'm saying so again. And the semantics is not. If to being honest, if you go to your doctor and you get caught up into some semantics, you may leave there in the same condition that you left in. Us,
right, that's why we need to be specific. Not use the term God. We need to use the term.
No, I'm saying using the word God. What's wrong, beloved? I'm saying what's wrong. Don't ask me no questions. I'm talking to him, and you ready to debate? I'm not for that. So y'all need to debate these. But I'm saying it's cool. Yeah, I ain't good for that. So
we talk.
Huh?
It's all good.
I'm looking at you already.
Yeah, you was looking at me like you staring at me like this, like. I'm saying, no, your demeanor changed, beloved.
That's all I said. Yeah, let's not say nothing. Let's look this way. Maybe he'll feel better, you know.
But hey, what's your name, though? I'm Brother Cord.
Yeah, we should do it. That's what it is.
But yes, sir. So I don't think that I don't think.
So let me ask you this real quick then. Why would you so you familiar with Israelites? The doctrine that we present?
Yeah, a little bit. I have some I used to live in New York City, so I talk to brothers all the time. So it's like they made their way to Alabama.
So why would you let me answer this? Because I choose this because of the prophecy and the scriptures that actually came to fruition, that actually happened. Right. And also it tracks back history of a people that my history fits. So according to history that I know that I was taught and never learned, actually matches up directly with the Israelites of the Bible.
Okay.
And according to the Bible, we have the Creator, Yahweh, we say He is, that's His name. So that would be specifically our God that we choose. God is in the term of power.
Yeah, we taught that God means knowledge, force, and power.
So according to Islam, it's Allah, so we ain't tripping on the name, right?
Yeah, but it's the same essence.
Is it the same God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
So again,
you'll be able to prove it.
if I say I agree with you, now what?
My next question would be it was about 30 days ago. Quran, right? He was he from Islam, right? So this from
let me say this. We believe that God is a man, a human being, that God manifests itself in the form of a human being, that we're creating His image and after His likeness. That the supreme being is supreme in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? But God, just like electricity, is manifested through a medium, like electricity is manifested through wire, for example. And that God, knowledge, force, and power is manifested through us, our being. So, what I'm saying is, you already understand that, you already know that, so why are you asking me that? I honestly thought y'all he was coming to ask me some questions.
That's what
I'm not, because I'm on what I am about, like I'm solid on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm solid on that. Now, there's a whole bunch of other brothers and sisters that, they might be interested.
And that's
but I'm saying, but I'm solid on, and I'm saying, I'm going to do I'm going to keep doing out my work. If y'all going to keep doing your work, fine. I'm not, like I said, 4 and 3 is 7, 5 and 2. I'm just interested in getting the 7.
So do you think we'd be able to come together?
Yeah, I think so, if we choose to. Yeah, if we choose to. But also off of unity and off the things that we agree on. But also be clear on this too. If people say they want to come together and then they say that they can't come together because somebody don't believe your way or you don't believe their way, then that could be a point where you can't come together. But as black people, I'm going to first look to come together on the things that we can come together on. But I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm anti-you or I can't come together with you because you don't want to pronounce God the way I pronounce it. Nah, I'm not going to be that narrow-minded. I'm just using that as an example. So if two people are interested in coming together in unity, then it's possible.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. So according to Islam, right?
But
and Muhammad, right? He wrote the Quran around in 500, right?
He didn't write the Quran, but go ahead.
He didn't write. Okay, so he was believed to be a prophet, right? All right. So what was his descendancy be from?
It doesn't matter if it's from Abraham. It doesn't matter. No, not in the final analysis. That don't matter because again, if you're talking about in somebody's lineage and then that in and of itself is qualifying them for something, no, because you just told me a few minutes ago, it's not about your color, right? Is that correct?
Right.
So lineage has an importance, but that ain't in the final analysis. A person's character and individual position is what's most important in the final edit. So that's what I'm going to look at. I'm not going to look at if you agreeing, like if somebody don't agree that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is a prophet. That's not going to be my final analysis if I can't work with them or not. You know how silly and narrow-minded that would be if I'm talking about unity, because you're not going to find people that's going to agree on everything. Even in your group, you're not going to find people that is in agreement on everything. And if you use that as a basis for not being able to come together, then I think you're narrow-minded and you're really not interested in unity. Not you. I mean you as an plural. I don't mean you as an individual. So
let me ask you this.
No. But I don't, because we'll keep going on and on. I came here to play with my son. I just, because you're black, I see you called me, say you want to speak. So that's why that was my primary purpose for coming over. But because we can keep talking the whole time.
One thing.
Whole time.
Last thing.
Whole time. Okay. Last thing. I'm gonna listen because I have an inclination to want to respond, and I don't want to keep responding because I brought my son out to play with.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to ask you this. So this is the book of Psalms 147:19. It says he showed his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments they have not known. And praise ye the Lord. So I brought this out to Ains, whether you respond to it or not. I know you say you from the walk off, but if his statutes, his judgments, his words are still going to Israel, the nation of Israel, which is the Israelites, then where does Muhammad fit in that? I mean, whether you want to respond to it or not, that's just something that'll be a good question.
Yes, sir.
Because if it's only to Israel, was Muhammad.
And that'll go back to if we following the same God. Because God is the God of Israel.
Well, I appreciate y'all, brothers.
Peace, man.
What's your name was again?
Corey. Yes, sir. All right, my man. Take care, brother. Indeed. What's your name, brother? All right. Nice to meet you, brother.
Peace, man.
Peace, brother. Peace. All right. Y'all be easy. Yeah.
All right, you too.
All right.
You too.
Now my son don't like. Should've gave you a little break.
Hey, you say the word, we coming to find him.
What do you
What do he look like? What he got on?
Yeah, no, he around here. Ty here. He's standing around. I know he's playing.